Hey everyone, Classic Burning Crusade Phase 2 introduces two new reputations to level up, Sha'Tari Skyguard and Ogrilla. You'll see throughout this video that those two reputations are somewhat tied up, but today we'll be focusing on Sha'Tari Skyguard, mainly for their coveted Nether Rays, among other things of course. This is the first flying mount that isn't a griffin or a wyvern added to the game, bar the engineering mounts and the Cenarian expedition mount of course, which are both very expensive, but we'll talk more about the rewards in a second. So we're gonna go over this reputation and find out what's the fastest way to reach Exalted and get these rewards. If you want to do this as fast as possible, however, it will be very farm intensive. So we'll also mention a more laid out way to level this reputation throughout a longer period of time without necessarily having to farm for hours every day. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's go through the Sha'Tari Skyguard rewards real quick. Obviously, you have the flying mounts, but Sha'Tari Skyguard also has some half-decent cloaks at Revered. They even provide you with a parachute, so if you're scared of using the gadgets and teleporter, you can equip those beforehand. And at Exalted, you also get a small Nether Ray pet and the tabard for this faction, which you can see here. This would match the Warlock tier 3 perfectly, but yeah, it's tier 3. So let's get to the reputation now. This reputation all starts in Shatrat. Everyone has to do this quest to move further. Threat from above. This has you kill 20 ogre mobs located in a place accessible by flying mount only above Shatrat, above the Aldor place to be exact. Those mobs are not very hard, it took me about 10 minutes to kill all 20, but you need to absolutely avoid the elite mobs that patrol around here. They hurt a lot. Anyways, after killing all the ogres, go back to Shatrat, turn in the quest and take the next one, to Skedis. You'll then have to head to Skedis, which is a place located southeast of Terokk Forest and only accessible by flying mount. You can fly to Illyrian Stronghold or Stonebreaker Hold and then continue the way there on your slow flying mount, or just fly straight there if you have an epic flying mount. This will be your main hub for this reputation, however there is another hub in Blade's Edge Mountain, but we'll talk about that in a minute. For now, turn in the quest that sent you here and this will unlock the rest of the quests and daily quests in this place. The first of which you can see on the same NPC, Fires over Skedis. You can go ahead and accept that for now. In here, you'll also find two other non-daily quests. Hungry Nether Rays from Handler the Sack, which is a one-time quest that has you feed Nether Rays 10 times by killing warp chasers around Skedis. This quest gives 250 rep and is completely optional. You can skip it if you want. The other non-daily quest unlocked is World of Shadows. This is an important one because this starts the quest line to summon Terokk, and this is basically what you'll be doing over and over again to farm rep. As we mentioned at the start, there's two ways to level this reputation, either by farming all day to reach Exalted very fast, and this is what you'll be farming, or by doing dailies. So if you just want to do dailies, you can skip this quest, although I do highly recommend doing this quest line as it gives you a lot of rep. So we'll go over it quickly here. So after you accept World of Shadows, head inside Skedis and start killing Arakoa mobs. They have a chance to drop Shadow Dust and you'll need 6 of those to complete this quest. Once you have that, turn in the quest to the same NPC that you picked it up from and you'll see that you unlocked a repeatable quest, ignore that for now, and also an RP event will start. Wait for it to end and talk to the Blood Elf NPC and accept the next quest, Secrets of the Talon Priests. This will have you use the Elixir of Shadows which you obtained as a reward from the previous quest, and this will allow you to see shadowy Arakoa mobs around Skedis. You'll mainly find these on top of the air structures, but the ones you're looking for this quest are named mobs. Talon Priest Ishal, which you can find at 6878. Make sure to loot this one for his tome, which starts a quest. Zelek is at 6974, and Chizik is at 6982 inside a hut. You will find that these are quite annoying to kill because they're often surrounded by 3 or 4 other mobs, so don't hesitate to do this in a group if you have to. But after you're done, turn in this quest and turn in the tome quest which you obtained from killing Ishal. Once you do that, accept the next quest, an ally to Lower City, and head to Shatrat. In here, head to the northeastern part of Lower City where you'll find find Relac the Redeemer. Turn in this quest to him and accept the next one, Countdown to Doom. Head back to Skedis and turn it in to the Blood Elf NPC Adaris. Once you do that, you'll get a whisper from an Arakoa prisoner nearby. He will reveal to you the way to summon Terokk, but first asks you for a favor, to bring his belongings to him. You'll find them in a crate inside a hut at 7580. You can actually open the crate through the walls if you move your camera so that you can see the crate from outside. Once you got Hazik's package, head back to him, turn in the quest and accept the next one, a Shabby Disguise. For this, you just need to head to the middle island in Skedis and use the quest item that you received to turn into an Arakoa. From there, enter the hut and buy adversarial bloodlines from Sahak inside. Go back to the prisoner Hazik and accept the next quest, Adversarial Blood. This is where it gets annoying, because now you need to summon 4 elite mobs that you may or may not be able to solo, and you'll also need 10 time lost scrolls to summon each one of them. To obtain time lost scrolls, you have to drink an elixir of shadows, which itself can be obtained by turning in the 6 shadowy dust, the same ones we farmed at the start. So yeah, get 6 shadow dust, exchange them for an elixir of shadows, then kill the shadowy Arakoa mobs until you get 40 time lost scrolls. Once you have those, you can continue the quest Adversarial Blood by going to each pile of bone. There's actually 9 spawn points for those, so you'll need to search around. Here's a map with all of them. But once you kill all 4 of those elite mobs, make sure to loot them for the green item they drop, and you can finally turn in this quest to unlock Terokk's downfall. Terokk definitely needs a group of at least 3 players to kill, but assuming he gives 500 rep to everyone, including you, everyone should want to help you if you have the items to summon him. The respawn timer on his pile of bones is 15 minutes, and you can only summon him at his summoning circle in the island in the middle of Skedis, but killing him gives 500 rep and a whopping 1000 more rep for turning in this quest, which obviously you can turn in only once. Now that you did this quest line, this is basically what you'll be doing over and over again until you're exalted. By the way, each mob you kill gives a certain amount of reputation, from 10 reputation for the lowest mobs to 500 rep for Terokk. So if you want to get this rep to exalted as fast as possible, kill Arakoas, get Shadow Dust, buy Shadow Elixir, kill shadowy Arakoa mobs until you have 40 scrolls, summon each elite mob, obtain their items, summon Terokk, rinse and repeat. This is definitely faster than doing dailies every day, but it is also very grindy. Let's now move on to the dailies, the more laid out way to level this reputation, if you don't want to farm mobs for tens of hours. There's 4 dailies you can do. Fires over Skedis, which you can pick from Sky Sergeant Doran in the Skedis hub. Escape from Skedis, which you can pick from a prisoner at the top of the air structures in Skedis. He can spawn at random places. Bomb them again, which you can pick from Sky Sergeant Vanderlip at the Skyguard hub outside Ogrilla in Blade's Edge Mountain, and wrangle more Aether Rays from Skyguard Kathy, also from this place. So let's start with the first 2. Fires over Skedis for 350 rep has you go on your flying mount and bombing Kaliri eggs located at the top of the Arakoa structures around Skedis. 2 things to keep in mind here. Avoid as much as you can to pull the flying monstrous Kaliri. They can dismount you from mid-air if they hit you from behind, and they also have an insanely long leech. And also, this quest was kinda buggy on the PTR. I couldn't use the bombs until I logged out and logged back in. I hope Blizzard fixes this in time for phase 2. The next daily quest is Escape from Skedis for 150 rep. While flying over Skedis, you'll notice a blue quest mark on your minimap. Head to the prisoner there and speak to him to open his cage. If you don't have a Shadow Elixir active, this should be very easy because there will be no mobs to kill except the 2 mobs that get summoned for this quest. Then just escort the prisoner down the ramp and you can turn in this quest at the Skedis hub. Next, we have the quests in Blade's Edge Mountain. To unlock these, you'll first need to do a few quests in Ogrilla. The ones you need to do are called the Crystals, and our boy wants to be a Skyguard Ranger. Doing these 2 will unlock the daily quests Bombing Run and wrangle some Aether Rays. For Bombing Run, which gives 500 rep and is very similar to the quest in Skedis, just fly around one of the 2 forge camps north or south and bomb their supplies of cannonballs. This is even easier than the Skedis quest because at least you don't have those annoying monstrous Kaleri chasing you. You do have cannons firing at you here, but it's not as big of a deal. And for Wrangle some Aether Rays for 350 rep, you just need to damage Aether Rays around this place until they're below 40%. Use the Wrangling Rope on them and lead them back to the quest giver. You can actually mount up and fly around with them, and you can capture more than one at a time. So this quest is really fast. Then there's 2 more daily quests that give reputation with Sha'Tari Skyguard, but those are Ogrilla dailies, unlocked once you reach Honored with Ogrilla. Guardian of the Monument for 500 rep and Banish the Demons for 350 rep. I'm not gonna go over them as this is a Sha'Tari Skyguard video, but remember to do them too if you're honored with Ogrilla and not yet honored with Sha'Tari Skyguard to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. And that's all the daily quests. As you can see, they're quite fast to do every day. Although you do have to travel to Blade's Edge Mountain and Skedis to do them, they give quite a lot of rep for the time spent, and the ones in Blade's Edge Mountain give rep with both Sha'Tari Skyguard and Ogrilla, so don't skip those. And that's both methods to level this rep. You can either do the tedious farm of Arakoa, which makes you reach Exalted way faster, or just do the dailies every day, which are less annoying, but you will have to do them for a few weeks before reaching Exalted. You could even do a mix of the two. Do dailies every day and 1 or 2 runs of Terokk. It's up to you. But with that, that's all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the Classic WoW Curios channel for more content like this. I will see you guys in the next one very soon. Bye for now.